I reconnected and then immediately started dropping frames. Holy shit.
Yeah, I see a little bit of a disconnect there.
Holy moly. We just immediately get in and drop over half of our frames. Fantastic. Did you...
Did I what?
I'm asking them if they got the end of the game.
Hog? It's funny because I think we timed out again.
Oh, for sure.
It's funny because Majin tweeted out the other day that he was having internet issues and it was affecting his stream. This was like a couple days ago. I remember reading, I was like, "Ha, I've had no internet issues. Isn't that great?" And no.
This is the worst it's got while I've been streaming. Like, I drop a handful of frames according to OBS, but I've never... Like, I'm sure people notice
Yeah.
on the stream, but it's never been anything that, like...
It's not like significant.
Yeah. So usually it's like 0.2% of frames is what it says at the end of the cast, and that's like, whatever. Like, I never dropped any frames ever on Google Fiber, but you know, fine, sure. But yeah, no, right now we're sitting at a solid 12% dropped. It is going down because we're broadcasting more frames, but like...
It seems better now. Like, I'm watching the ping and like it's not disconnecting any.
Okay.
You know, it seems like it's doing okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give it just a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and
I'm gonna go fill up my drink then.
and hopefully it'll stabilize, and then we'll do game 2. So yeah,
Sounds
sorry
good.
for the delay, working through internet problems, but we'll be live here in a second.
I hate everything about it. I've never heard it before and I already hate it. We seem to be looking a little bit better. Just a tiny, eensy weensy bit. Why is Larry the cable guy trending on Twitter?
All right, I'm back. Looks like we haven't dropped any frames since then, so
I It's fucking weird, man. Like you go on Twitter and it's like, oh, why is Larry the Cable Guy uh trending on Twitter?
yeah.
And
There's a reason
it
you don't do trending on Twitter. So. But
yeah,
anyway, go ahead. What's
turns
happening
out
with
he's
Larry
like,
the Cable Guy?
I think he's anti-vax.
Oh, that is on brand.
Also, he got upset at Forbes and the CDC for referring to pregnant women as pregnant people, which is a weird hill to die on. Anti-vaxxer, anti-science. Yeah, okay.
That's like on
I
brand though.
I can't say I'm surprised. Um, I definitely could have put money down on that and like not been worried about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of weird. I feel like, why do you,
I guess
if you're like a big personality, right, or like you have a career in Hollywood and you're like rich, why do you use Twitter? Why?
so. My weird question. I don't know if this is this just an insular problem? Is this just the U.S. that has this anti-vax problem, or is this like a worldwide thing?
I mean, I
Like
don't
I'm
know.
sure there's some percentage everywhere, but like the percentages here are like right between like 40 and. Scrimble says no, not just the U.S. Okay, well I feel slightly better about it then. It's just the numbers here, right? Like it's like in
I mean,
southern states, it's like 40% of people or some shit.
I know that the Brit bongers are just as fucking stupid. I just don't know like if it's as as high a percentage. We don't hear about it as much, right?
Right.
Like people like to talk shit on the U.S., right? So I think it's difficult to know. Does the Middle East have issues with this? Does China have issues with this? I have no fucking idea. U.S. is the only place that matters, right?
I guess. Yeah. Let's do a cast here. All right. Are you ready? I hadn't even checked.
I am so incredibly ready.
All right. I'll go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Um, we'll see if I get models.
Do you have them or no?
It don't be looking like it. I have like outlines. It's actually kind of cool. Like everyone went Super Saiyan.
Okay, so
Um,
3. Actually, just go back to 0 because whatever.
okay. I'm at 0. Oh wait, do I need to pause at 0?
Yeah.
I paused at 0.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that's
Oh
like.
wait, I didn't unpause. I didn't unpause.
Okay, I'm at 5.
Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Do you have models now?
I think so.
You
Yeah, I
think
do be
so?
seeing them though.
You think so?
I think
Open your
so.
eyes. Think, Aikato, think.
I haven't watched that. Have you watched that?
No, I haven't. I appreciate the like 2 memes that have come out of it though. So does that count?
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like I've watched it
is it
because of the
3?
memes.
There's the think person think, and then there's the look what they have to do to, get a scrap of our power.
Yeah.
And then there's that's the cool thing, you don't.
Oh yeah.
I feel like those are the 3
Yeah,
memes.
those are 3. There's the 4th one where he's like twerking, right?
Oh, I don't know that one.
Okay.
I'm not on the horny side of Twitter, my bad.
On the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health. Well, this is
You
happening.
could just start with Lucidity, because that's who's on the screen.
He's just bullying. He just like rammed his head in there and just put down the ward and left. Like, all right.
What's insane is that, like, he's playing Diana. Diana doesn't have an escape. If there are 2 people there, he's dead. He's literally just dead.
He's got flash.
He's dead.
Uh,
What if Thresh is there?
bumps.
What do you do if Thresh is there?
Blue health bars. Soul Society, trying to avoid getting eliminated from playoff contention. Arctic Omen in the top lane on Mordekaiser, Prowl in the jungle on Sejuani, Lucidity in mid on Syndra, and Exxon Karma and Chronic Chris 425 playing Kai'Sa Thresh.
Top side of the ripped, red health bars, ROTM trying to take this one down. Is a quick 2-0. Scrambles in the top lane, running back the set. Good Shadeslayer on the Diana in the jungle. Tall guy playing the Yone mid lane. And then Seraphine Karma is the bot lane for Dream Unforgiven and Matsuro 5.
Yeah,
I don't like that Seraphine skin.
no?
I don't like Seraphine. She's just like on her fucking platform. Why don't her legs move? I don't like it.
So I don't like
Oh
Seraphine
my
either,
god.
but I think that skin's pretty cool.
I don't know if that's your connection or if like your microphone's fucked up or if it's my headset.
Um,
It just made some awful noises in my ear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I hear you fine, so we're probably
okay.
fine.
Yeah, I don't. Things just continue to happen, whether I want them to or not, I guess. What Kai'Sa skin is this?
That is it Space Groove?
No. She
Is it
don't.
Arcade?
She don't
It's
have one of
Arcade.
those. Is it arcade? Did they? That
Yeah.
chroma's super sick. I've never
Look,
seen
she
that
has like
chroma
the
before.
little she has like the little buttons on the inside of her wings.
Oh, that's super sick. Okay, yeah, that's definitely arcade. I'd never seen that chroma before. That's
That's
actually a
kind of
really
cool.
that's a really cool chroma. I wonder if that's like a special one because I would assume that people would just play it if it worked. Yeah. So tell me, give me the feelings that Seraphine Karma make you feel.
I just what the fuck is this? Why is this a thing? I
Oh,
are they are they is this just like the normal Seraphine bot lane bullshit where you just like farm for 15 minutes group and then win the game? I like how
probably.
he
I mean, that's just Seraphine the champion. Tall guy, trying to get back away. He's got enough escapability, and it's first blood for Gid as they take down Prowl. Just not quite enough damage coming from the Sejuani Syndra combo. Now the knockup from Tall guy, not quite able to take him down.
Oh.
Oh, gets the shield back from the W just in time. And now Arctic Omen in trouble.
Oh!
Scrambles, flashes on him, but the counter flash is good from Arctic Omen to get him out of range. The second auto attack from Scrambles, and so he lives. Um, Meanwhile, Matsuro taking a stop in mid lane. They continue to not let Lucidity farm in peace. Oh, just not quite enough damage, but the Lunar Rush from Gid is enough to finish that one off. And now Scrambles still looking for it, hits the face breaker. In a little bit of trouble, though, as he takes that tower shot. The shield, oh, it's so close.
It's so close. We'll see if one of them ends up going down here. It looks like Scrambles might just end up walking away, playing it safe. Sejuani's coming up to break the stalemate, though. Might end up walking around behind and just picking up the kill. Oh
Yeah,
no.
Scrambles gets a lot of health back, hits the level up right beforehand, pulls in with the facemaker.
Oh!
The haymaker is enough damage from Scrambles for the kill in the 1v2, and Prowl's gonna have to get out of there.
And he
Oh,
somehow survives.
Gid
What a
is...
lunatic.
Yeah, Gid's not gonna be able to find anything unless Sejuani goes back into her own jungle, which would be just
Sejuani's like
insane.
full HP though,
Sejuani...
right? It's like,
Oh, I guess she is. Okay. I thought she
yeah.
was lower than that for some reason.
She vibing.
Yeah, so I think that the idea behind this lane is it's just very hard to play for Exxon. We have to say Exxon this game, right? Because there's a karma.
Uh-huh. Smart, smart. Did you know that there was going to be a karma? Is that why you made the distinction in game
I
one?
I did have advance warning that this bot
Okay.
lane existed, and my eyes immediately started bleeding. But luckily, I got over that in the 2 days previous, so now I can actually watch this.
Smart, smart.
Yeah, I just don't like Seraphine the champion either. I'll be honest.
I
That's
just don't like. She looks cheap compared to the other ones, right? Why don't her legs move? It's
just
such a baffling decision to make her on like a floating thing.
well, otherwise she's just Sona, right? Like literally just Sona.
She doesn't have to float. She could walk around like a normal person. I don't.
Then
That
how do
didn't.
you know that she's a pop star?
I don't.
She's not always on a stage.
I mean, Pop Starry. We knew that Pop Starry was a pop star, right?
Yeah, because she's like heavily modeled off of K-pop.
She has like a hit
K-pop.
single. She
Pop Starry? Did she? No,
no, Seraphine does.
I guess so. I don't know. I hated everything about the release of Seraphine, so I don't want to talk about it.
Um,
We'll get into that.
you know, I wasn't a huge fan of it. But you know, Miguel really liked it, and if Miguel liked it and it made him happy, then more power to him.
Yeah. Prowl
Prowl got
is...
found out.
Yeah, Matsuro and Gid just... You know, they're together. And things good
That's
seem
a
to
big
happen when
thing
they're together.
that's been going on this series is that Matsuro and Gid have really been teaming up a lot and have been running around and making things happen. I really like to see that. You know, at this level, you don't often see plays like that. So taking advantage of the option of grouping up is pretty OP. Pretty OP.
Yeah, having more characters than the opponent has available to them, pretty good strategy.
It's kind of broken. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I just played top lane. I didn't even have a second character DLC installed. So.
I don't know. You have the weird uncle that shows up and just screws up your lane every 5 minutes.
I mean, the enemy always seems to have their jungler DLC installed, but I didn't. It's a lonely existence sometimes.
Yeah, that's okay as long as you have your Renekton level 6 add-on installed. You know, then you
Oh
can
yeah,
turn it around and kill them both, right?
yeah, that'd be a good one.
That was really weird looking.
Yeah, that did look really weird, but it's turned out okay for Scramble, so I'm not really gonna question what happened on the screen. Meanwhile,
Okay.
in bottom lane, they somehow have caught the Thresh, and that Moonfall did quite a bit of damage. Do they actually have enough to finish it off? It does with the Crescent Strike, and Exxon forced to flee. It's 5-0 for ROTM, and a 2,000 gold lead. They have a dragon. They're gonna get some turret plates. It's a good time to be a Crow.
Yeah, they do be vibing. They do be doing pretty well here. Picking up another kill. Gid has just been incredibly active these games, just constantly looking for plays and finding them around the map has really just been the catalyst for these leads for RTM in the early game.
Yeah, I don't know about
Exxon?
everybody sticking around for this third turret plate. That just isn't a great investment. But
Bro, what about fourth turret
oh
play? How do you feel about
god,
that one?
they're doing like 20 damage in auto attack.
It's so tanky. Oh
Oh
no, and
no.
they give back a kill.
It's doomed. Okay, he's got flash. It's not
No, he
doomed.
do be
Oh no,
dead.
the ignite.
He's super dead.
Oh.
You know, sometimes you just gotta give one back, right? It wouldn't be fair if you
Right.
didn't.
No. There's no perfect game happening this game, unfortunately.
That's alright.
I can't even imagine a perfect game in gold. If you get a perfect game in Gold League and you're not playing against like bronze players, uh, probably shouldn't be in Gold League.
Think so?
Yeah, shout out GSM by the way. No
I
reason.
mean, sometimes you high roll, right?
For a perfect
You
game in
can high
Gold
roll.
League? No, you die to the turret at some point.
Nah, nah, you can high roll. I believe. I think that if we went to a gold team and, you know, like, gave them incentive to, you know, very specifically try and get a perfect game, I think it'd be doable. Oh, we
Yeah, if you
lived.
were specifically trying to, but if you're just trying to win the video game in a normal patch, I think there's zero chance that it happens. Get his
Oh!
just. Oh, he didn't hit the moonfall. All right.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
And now Matsuro and Gid, you know, never far separated from each other. Maybe a little bit farther than they want to right now, but Prowl did pick up the Rift Herald during all of that, and he'll be able to escape out of there. Yeah, so... Oh no, well... Gromp got too angry, so he had to go back home. I don't quite understand how that works out, but you know.
Well, it's his patience meter, right? Like, he just didn't want to wait around. You know, if you say that you're gonna be there for him at this time and you just aren't there, you know, he only has so much patience before he just goes back home. Just kind of stand him up. I think that's totally understandable. Trump just has respect for himself.
God,
That
that
was a pretty
skin
good
is...
flash by Lucidity.
Yeah, this skin is so sick, though. Like, the
It,
little, like, pattern when he ulted. Matsuro's in
yeah.
top lane looking for Artigoman, but he's got
I didn't
ultimate,
realize
so...
that top lane became a 4v1 lane. Holy shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, bot lane is now a 2v1 lane, which... I mean, Dream's fine. He's Seraphine, he's vibing, right? Like, literally vibing there.
Yeah.
What is she doing with her hands, exactly?
Sometimes she just likes being left alone with her thoughts, you know?
Yeah, you know, sometimes as a pop star, I just don't want to sing to people. I just want... I don't know
Yeah.
where I'm going with this.
She has complicated emotions, you know, and
Oh yeah, they
sometimes she
really
just
made
needs a
sure
little bit
to...
of time to
Yeah, the Twitter account really made sure to highlight that, right?
Maybe that's why I wasn't into Seraphine. I wasn't using Twitter at that time, right? You know, maybe if I were using Twitter, I really could have you know, engaged with Seraphine, and you know, she would could have been singing my struggle. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe that was necessary.
I don't know. I just kind of cringed internally every time there was a Seraphine tweet on my timeline. But Gid gets spotted out, and now he is 100% of his team's deaths, unfortunately, and the dragon is gonna fall in favor of Soul Society. So that's a
Yeah, but
well-timed pick.
he does have a pretty dope scoreline there, though, right?
Yeah,
You know, uh, Prowl is the one with the bomby cinder, but Gid is the one who's blazing. If you know what I'm saying. If you know.
yeah, that's a little immature, don't you think?
I thought that we decided that we wanted more weed jokes. I was like, we decided this like the other day, right?
I was really hoping that Sidwani would finish up some camps. Oh, maybe we'll get there. Oh,
Okay.
she's not gonna hit it. Lucidity
Oh, are you
getting
trying to
solo
hit
ulted.
the 69?
I
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because I pulled out that that's too immature on the 420, so
Uh-huh.
I gotta go for a 69 joke to counteract
I
that.
like that. I like that. I like that you were looking for that. You know, that's a heads up play right there.
Unfortunately, gonna hit
Oops.
70 on this.
We'll see. Oh,
Yeah,
68 to 70. Sad.
yeah. Unfortunately, the big chicken is what most people clear like last, and that one is worth 2, so it ticks weird. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why the big chicken's worth 2. It's kind of weird. I mean, it's like
Probably like
relative gold
the
value is
easiest
what it's
way.
supposed to represent, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's a 3v3 kind of brewing down here, but uh,
I still say it's stupid that they normalized all the camps. Like there used to be skill in like, oh well, they have 13 CS. That means that they cleared these exact camps. I don't know.
yeah, meanwhile now it's, they have 12, so they cleared 3 camps, but I don't know which ones. I think that's
Yeah,
what
you
it's
just kind of
supposed to
have to
do. It gives
guess.
that little shield, right? I think
What's that?
that was the actual goal, right? Was that they were
Oh,
giving kind of the shield for the jungler. Like now you don't know exactly which camps they did, just that they did camps.
I don't know. Maybe. Marison who? It's a me, Aikado.
It's a you,
I
Chris Pratt.
it's a me, a Chris Pratt. I
Just wild because he used like the anti-Italian slur on Twitter. So like,
did he?
yeah, that was why he was canceled. Was because he was.
Wait, what's the anti-Italian slur?
I'm
Okay,
not
I mean,
gonna.
don't
I'm
say
not
it,
gonna
but
slur on. You'll just have to
don't
Google it,
slur
I
on
guess.
Twitch.tv. You know my bad.
Yeah. No, he dropped that one in a tweet, and now he's gonna play probably the most famous Italian, right? Maybe second most. Chris
I
Columbus.
mean, do you think Columbus is the most famous Italian?
Isn't he Spanish?
I think The Godfather is the most famous Italian.
The Godfather?
Yeah.
Isn't he? Don't they just live in the U.S.?
But he's still Italian, bro.
Just
What the fuck?
any one of the Ninja Turtles? Excuse
And he was the ninja.
That was a really sick solo kill by Tall Guy, by the way.
Come on.
Prowl is maybe gonna get the treatment, although he's got enough damage. Oh, I don't think that E was exactly what Tall Guy wanted, but he's fine. Sheila's going. Boy, you used the most famous
Wait, are you doing okay, bud?
No, you're gonna have to cast.
Um, they do be getting that turret though. They do be getting that turret in the mid lane. It's pretty good teleport coming in from Tall Guy. We'll see if he's able to pick up Chronic Chris. Going to be rooted up by the Karma. And, ooh, actually going to be able to end up getting away with 1 HP. The teleport coming in from Lucidity going to be able to make sure that our team's not able to overcommit to that. Scrambles an Arctic Omen in the top lane. Fighting a little bit. Good Shadeslayer's here, but flash out from Arctic Omen means not too much going to come from that either.
All right, I'm done. I'm done crying from laughing too hard. I thought you did a
Laughing
really
about
good job with that
Jeff
play-by-play, by the
Boyardee.
way.
No, thanks.
My job is in jeopardy, as it turns out. But you know,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought
Job is in
you did a
Jeopardy,
great
kind of
job.
like the Jeopardy host that got kicked. That was a thing.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened. We were busy at the time with other things, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was like news for like a day, and then people just forgot about it immediately. But you know,
Happened like 3 weeks ago or something, right? 4 weeks? I don't know. It happened a long time
yeah.
ago. Okay.
Yeah,
Tall guy with
yeah,
the
they're
flank coming in. Gonna be able to see if he picks up Prowl here.
Yeah, the Mantra Q not really helping out Matsuro. They're actually none of these abilities are really hitting, but there's a big Seraphine ult. Finally, Dream finds that, and Tall Guy has found enough damage. They're on to Chris. They should be able to take him down in relatively short order, and it's 2 picks for ROTM right as the dragon spawns. The shoe on the other foot, so to speak. Oh, maybe 3 even, as Exxon gets hit up by Tall Guy. The flash forward,
Kill the
and he's got
turret!
the dash
Kill the
out.
turret!
He's got the shield bow proc. The turret falls. Turret is in the top lane in favor of Soul Society. Lucidity looking for revenge for his fallen compatriots, but Tall Guy is fine. He's chilling. He's out of there, and now the dragon also out of there in favor of RTM.
Tall guy's kind of 5-0 right now. You kind of do be picking up a lot of kills.
I don't know if it's a
And you-
it's a quiet 5-0 or I've just missed all 5 of the kills while I've been laughing
He's
at
been
Chef
picking up a
Boyardee.
lot of solo kills. Like, he's
Okay.
kind of popping off.
What is this? What is dream building? What is
That looks like a
Caulfield?
Mura mana.
Okay, it's a
That looks like a Mura mana.
Why would you buy a Mura mana? Is that more efficient than Archangels on Seraphine? Is it just funnier? Is
She
that
do be auto attacking though.
wasn't How do you accidentally buy a?
I don't know what you're talking about, bud.
Did you just have, like? Okay, realistically, right? Probably uses like Blitz app or something to import items and was still on Ezreal items. That's like the only way I can rationalize it, right? But also, now you stack up your notes passive. That's gonna slap with Mirror Mana. Does it apply on every note? Probably not, or you'd actually buy it, right? That'd be like unironically good.
I mean, it might be unironically good. Maybe it's like the secret OP. It's like how Syndra used to sometimes go double tier with the Myrrh mana because each of her balls applied the Myrrh mana.
Yeah. I was
It
about
could
to
be
bring
like
that
that.
up. That actually slapped. It was very fun. It took forever to come online, but it was very fun.
Uh-huh. I kind of miss double tier. Double tier Ezreal was the shit.
I still want a clarification. Like how? I wasn't memeing when I wanted
Well,
a
they sold it.
clarification.
They
I was
sold
memeing
it,
the rest
so.
of it. Okay.
Maybe they thought they were playing Ezreal. You know, sometimes it'd be like that, man. Sometimes people right-click the wrong item. It happens.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was just like an imported item set or a Blitz app or something like messed it up. But I kind of want to know which and how. Because I thought that most of those keyed on the actual champion you were playing rather than.
Why are you hounding it so much?
I'm curious.
He just made a mistake.
Okay.
Let him make a mistake. It's okay.
Ooh, Quad Dark Seal Singed. That was also a thing that existed.
That sounds OP.
15 potion
it was
Garen.
so dumb.
Like that was a thing. Yeah. Prowl is walking over a bunch of wards, and now he's gonna get spotted out by us. Actually, everybody.
What was that lantern?
Uh,
Thresh Thresh lagged a little bit behind through the lantern on the wrong side of the wall. It was
yeah,
sometimes it'd be like that.
that's a weird position for Prowl to be in. At one point during that, I'm pretty sure the 5 closest players on the rift to him were the 5 members of ROTM, and that's probably not where you want to be.
Yeah, especially as Sejuani, you're tanky, but not that tanky to go on a solo mission. And a good pick there from RTM means that they pick up that turret in the mid lane and are actually going to be able to pressure this Baron as well. Lucidity going back to base means that it doesn't look like Soul Society's going to be in a position to actually contest this. They have to walk through so much vision. They have none. It's going to be really difficult to actually get in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the Kai'Sa
Kai'Sa
W.
W.
That's all that they're gonna offer. It looks like.
And RTM with the pick, able to just sort of snowball their lead massively here, picking up the Baron just sort of accelerates everything so quickly.
Yeah. Now we'll
I
stick.
hate when people don't recall with their team after Baron. Because it just like offsets it. They don't spend their money. Sorry, go ahead. I He has
No,
like
that's valid.
2,000 gold. He wants to go spend it. And now nobody can like push up. This
Well,
is this is exactly is why people get caught right after you get Baron and then you get nothing.
it was an extra zeal too.
He wasted like a full ass minute of Baron.
I thought it
Sorry,
was going to be
it's
for an
not
item
like
completion, in which case it's like depending on the item, it could have been valid. If it was just his Infinity Edge, that would have been like great. I think finishing the extra zeal is a little troll, but
this doesn't matter, yeah.
now he's got red buff. All right, so Pain and Panic.
Okay.
You're very far ahead, but Gid looking for the solo bolo onto Exxon, instead gonna find Prowl. I really wanted to talk about how we're setting up for Dragon, rather than pushing while you have Baron buff. Like Dragon doesn't despawn, so you can just wait for it. Gid is gonna get the double kill. He's so far ahead that it doesn't matter. But yeah, ideally when you get the Baron buff, you go and push waves. Because the dragon will still be there, like 3.5 minutes from now when you don't have Baron. But the Baron won't be forever. So
I mean that's usually the idea. There can be arguments for just doing the dragon, or if you're trying to force a fight, you know, they are pressuring the soul point, right? So, you know, that is a win con coming down the pipeline if they feel like they won't be able to push enough with the Baron to actually justify, you know, lining up with it. Uh,
also we're flaming Tall Guy, but he had the Zeal already, and he just full bought the Infinity Edge. So it was the Infinity Edge completion. We just lacked the
yeah,
information
we
that he
still
already
wasted,
had the
you
Zeal.
know, a full ass minute of it.
I,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah. See,
yeah. Yeah.
that's like
Is
a
that like the rich?
it's like the most famous Italian, right? The Godfather. Gib dives in and unfortunately has to trade his life, and Dream is going to get caught as well. So Soul Society getting 2 picks here, but meanwhile Tall Guy working away on this bottom lane inhibitor tower, and now he's going to have to flee. And now
You know,
that'll be the end of
I
the Baron
thought
push.
about it, and Mario probably is the most famous Italian guy, and not because he's just like the most famous Italian guy in the West, but because he's probably one of the few Italian guys that people in the East know, right? I think that's probably
Marco
correct.
Polo Italian?
I don't-
I think so.
You mean the pool game? Is that?
Well,
Are we asking if that's Italian?
no, not the guy. He went to China, right? So
I know.
he'd be famous in China. Like,
So I was like I was like intentionally misunderstanding it. You know, as like the basis for comedy.
well, I wanted to make sure that our audience was well informed about who and what Marco Polo is and was. You know, it's both a pool game and a person.
You just wanted to flex on him with your Marco Polo knowledge, which frankly is impressive. I just knew that he was like an explorer or of some sort.
Yeah, he was
Uh,
one of the
s-
first Western people to document Chinese culture, as well as he ran into the Mongols before they were like super huge, and then they became super huge after that. Yeah,
because of him, right?
Yeah, because of Marco Polo, the Mongols. No,
Uh-huh.
not quite. That'd be quite a plot twist, though. Scrambles is going to get taken to Cyber Brazil, and now he's got to duke it out with Arctic Omen. That was already a good start. That was a nice dodge on the Q. I don't think that he wins this necessarily. Yeah, he comes back out and gets hooked immediately by Chris, finished off eventually by Exxon, but Tall Guy now over the wall. He's slapping, but not quite enough damage. Now dives back in looking for Arctic Omen. The Ignite, oh, not quite going to finish off because he's got the shield. Tall Guy just can't buy a kill down there. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the Seraphine Diana combo is good enough to finish off Syndra. Is Arctic Omen still going to go for this? Okay, no. Okay, yes. Okay.
It was a very good catch
Okay,
there
yes.
from Society. Still looking for Matsuro 5. Oh, the whiff on the Mantra Q means that not going to be able to get that slow and is going to end up coming down here. And a good fight here for Soul Society. Some nice movement, some nice happy feet from Exxon Karma means that she doesn't end up falling rather. Too tall guy. But on the other side of the map, RTM applying a lot of pressure. This Diana Seraphine combo has just been able to take apart the Syndra, take apart some towers down there. And now there's an exposed inhibitor for the next time they want to line up for it.
Yeah, what do you think of the synergy with Pain and Panic, everybody having one death except Gid?
Um, I think it's kind of disappointing. Because I think that you live as a team and you die as a team. And it feels like the rest of the team just isn't really dying with good.
Wow, somehow
I
that
just
sweeper
wasn't
didn't
the
see
case.
Scrambles in the bush. Yeah,
Oh?
things are happening.
Oh!
Oh, Gid is getting taken pretty low. He's actually going to fall. Chronic Chris unfortunately takes that kill for Soul Society. Now Tall Guy in over the wall doing a lot of damage. Scrambles tanking up everything. Where's the damage actually supposed to come from, though? Dream finally finishes off the Kaisa and then gets pulled into Cyber Brazil. Has to kite back away from Arctic Omen, but he's got nowhere left to run and falls to the Mordekaiser. Tall Guy still kiting a little bit at the top of the fight. Hits his E back in. Hits the shield. Has the shield bow, but it's not enough. It's a double kill for Arctic Omen. Hook not quite going to land there onto Scrambles. And Soul Society again finding a positive fight. They get 4 kills in exchange for 1.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job here in the last few minutes of sort of playing the ROTM special of just finding some picks there and just being able to win the extended fight with better numbers. And it's going to mean that the Dragon ends up going over to them as well, setting behind this Mountain Soul win condition for ROTM. Isn't it kind of weird that, like, Mordekaiser is... Oh, come on, don't... don't... Don't even make me think that the support card is going to steal them. Isn't it weird that Mordekaiser is, like, sort of inexorably been tied to Brazil, even though nothing about the character is, like, even remotely Brazilian?
So originally he was like popular in Brazil, right? The Mordekaiser
Yeah,
Sumer
like, that was the thing, was that, like...
Yeah, they only play
yeah.
like Mordekaiser and Gangplank apparently for a while.
Yeah. It's just weird that, like, something from, 8 or 9 years ago is, like, still a thing today, right?
Yeah, it's
Weird.
weird that Brazil's lasted that long.
Yeah. As someone who plays LOR, which has a pretty massive Brazilian community, it's a good thing Mordekaiser's not in that game. Otherwise, we'd have no shot competing against them.
True. Yeah, it's 18 to 10 in favor of RTM. And Tall Guy is fighting a 1v1 against Arctic Omen.
He do be healing a lot, though, right? So, like, even though the HP trade was pretty even, because he has the wave to heal up off of, he's just gonna be able to walk back in and do it again here in 15 seconds if Arctic Omen sticks around. RTM, though, has pressure in mid, has pressure in top, is going in to get the vision. You like to see us that way they can start pressuring the Baron, can start making Soul Society end up face checking them. I like that they gave the ward kill to Scrambles, just to help out with his vision score. Ooh, that was a combo.
Yeah, sometimes when you take away a pick in jam select, it's not because you can play it super well. It's just
Holy
to take it away.
You're blaming the fuck out of him. Bro.
I'm sorry, Chris, if you're watching. Okay, never mind. he can play it. Gid is still dashing back through. He's got the Zanyas, but
Okay.
okay, he's got the flash, and Chris takes the kill. He's got 3 kills on the Thresh. He's the tied for
Oh my
second most
God,
kills on
what a
his team.
gamer! Do you see a flash? He decided not to do anything afterwards, but yo, he
He
flashed there.
heard me flaming him, and he stepped up immediately.
Yeah. Okay. He's, falling
Oh,
asleep. Oh! Hit the
oh,
Seraphine, and that is
it was
dead
just a
Seraphine.
lure and dream. What a madman! His base is just in shambles. They get the Baron buff. They're all going to try to recall. They lost one inhib. They're going to lose a second one, it looks like. I don't know. Does this 3-man squad win a 3v5? Tall guy? He's looking for it. Scrambles is in. They're really committed to this. Ultimate from Tall Guy isn't going to do a whole lot. Now Arctic Omen on a rampage. He'll pull Scrambles into the Death Realm and start bopping on him. And
Oh.
that's a play that happened.
Yeah, ROTM uh, ended up getting caught just slightly, and instead of trying to fight for the Baron, made the correct call to just go into the base and pick up as much as they can. Picking up the 2 inhibitors should slow down any sort of pushing potential here from the Soul Society, so could be pretty big as this game goes on. But Soul Society got some picks, won a team fight, killed everyone, and got the Baron. Should be feeling pretty good about their position here. They might have stalled out long enough and gotten enough gold back into this one to still be able to take this one down.
Yeah, meanwhile, Pain and Panic on the defense now. No pushing lanes currently for him, so no opportunity to really look for a cheeky backdoor or something like that. Tall Guy waiting in base has the teleport, but Matsuro just gets eliminated from the map in that meantime. The double teleport does come behind. Here come the boys.
Mordekaiser's not here. It's a 4v4.
Here comes Scramble back in. They're going to take down Prowl to start off the fight. The 4v5 working okay for Pain and Panic, as now Karma and Chris have to abandon ship. Not Karma the player, not Karma the champion. I don't know why all of a sudden he's Karma. Arctic Omen's going to split push his turret down, or up in one of the lanes. I don't know why when it curves around. For some reason, I switch top and bottom in my head. I don't know why that happens. Gid dashes through the queue. He's trying to win the 1v1 in the Death Realm, but Arctic Omen has the hook back in. The shield not quite there, and Arctic Omen does finish him off. He's unstoppable on the Mord now, 5-3. And now they're going to scrap over this blue buff, but Syndra unfortunately wins that one because she can just grab it and throw it away.
He's a dirty cheater.
True.
Why is that allowed?
I don't know.
It's kind of a bummer when you have 10 kills and 4 items. And you can't 1v1 Mordekaiser because Mordekaiser's broken.
Yeah, he do be stealing 15% of your stats in the Death Realm. I think
Kinda
it's actually
bullshit.
just 10, but still. They're going to grab the Dragon. Now both teams on Soul Point were headed to a Dragon 7, which, if this were basketball or hockey, would be very dramatic. But that's the branding we need to get behind. Gold is just even. 100 gold in the favor. Well, Game 7's a big deal in sports, right? But Dragon 7?
True.
No one's really hyped
I think
that
it's a
up.
big deal. It's the soul every single time, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a big deal. I'm excited for this Dragon 7. Are you not excited for it?
I'm not right now, but give me 420, you know?
You're so juvenile.
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 500. What do you think it is?
69.
What?
Wait,
That's so juvenile. No way.
Oh, my bad.
Do you want a second guess?
No, not really.
Oh.
I want you to say 420. Come on.
You're supposed to say 420, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, 420.
Yeah,
420.
all right, that's it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow. So juvenile. Our comedy level just isn't that great right now.
We're a little desynced. We're both tired on a Friday, It's the
Chef Boyardee Soul Point Drag. Can we get the Chef Boyardee sponsorship? That would be.
I'll hype this up. This is the SpaghettiOs Baron Siege or something like that. there's no Baron involved right now. Hook gonna land. Scrambles gets chucked out, but he's got, double his health and shield for no particular reason. They're gonna take down Prowl first. And Gid has the stopwatch, but he'll get pulled back in. 1-for-1 on this little setup. We'll see how it continues. Arctic Omen flashes in. The cleanse is there, though, from Tall Guy to get back out of Brazil. He hits a huge ultimate on 3. They have the damage. Tall Guy not quite able to finish off Exxon on the top side, though. Arctic Omen still alive. Do Scrambles, Dream, and Matsuro have enough? Scrambles certainly doesn't, as Karma takes him out over the wall. Matsuro gets pulled in, looking for anything he can find. He hits the mantra Q. It's enough damage. That actually might have been critical, but it was a triple kill for Exxon.
Look at their base. Arctic Omen isn't recalling.
Oh.
And the minions, the inhibitors respawn, so the minion isn't going to take a turret there, but it was a little bit scary. Dream is just looking for Arctic Omen. I don't know if he's playing with fire. Does he win this?
There's no way he wins that.
Wins this.
I
Okay,
think he thought that he might have stalled both recalls, but yeah, now that Cinder's there, he can't.
So, are SpaghettiOs like a copyrighted thing, or is that just like... It has to be, right?
What do you mean? Like, where are we going for?
So like, is that like a specific Chef Boyardee thing? Like, is no one else allowed to use SpaghettiOs?
Yeah, that is the SpaghettiOs pasta. Yeah. Yeah, anything else is just like spaghetti flavored pasta or something. Like, I don't know exactly.
It'd have to be trademarked. Okay, well, is it trademarked? I don't. Can't copyright SpaghettiOs for why not? It's spaghetti, but they're in O's. They're little O's. It's like alphabet spaghetti, but just one letter. Although, if they were really Italian, you would think the letter would be A. I do not think that was
it's a trademark of Campbell's soup. Is Chef Boyardee Campbell's soup? Or
probably. Campbell's just kind of like owns everything, right?
These are the questions I didn't know that I would need the answer to on cast at my beck and call, but here we are. We're 39 minutes into this game for no particular reason. It's very close. There's 1,000 gold lead right now for Soul Society, which, given the state of the map, you might not expect, but given the amount of gold that is, it's really nothing, honestly.
Yeah, at this point in the game, for all intents and purposes, 100% even here across the board. The number 7 SpaghettiOs Chef Boyardee Dragon is spawning here shortly, but RTM is starting up the I don't know another.
So Baron for Mountain Soul is a question that we're maybe going to have to answer here. Cyber Brazil popped by Arctic Omen. It's Scrambles that's in that. They're going to leash back to the Baron with 9,000 health left. Scrambles left to fight the 1v1 on his own, and he unfortunately doesn't win that. The Dragon goes down, so now Mountain Soul in favor of Soul Society. That's fitting. And...
oh, the teleport coming in.
Teleporting
this is an in.
This is an in. Yeah, that doesn't work out for you. Why are you there?
What was that? What are those?
That teleport sucked.
So usually the trade of Baron for Mountain Soul is bad for the Baron users unless they're able to end the game with the Baron. So all you have to do if you got Mountain Soul is just not die for the next 5 minutes. But they immediately die, and now they're going to lose so much off of this push. ROTM has 4 members alive to the 3 members of Soul Society, is going to be able to pick up at least this inhibitor, potentially triple inhibitor, potentially ending the game. We'll see if Soul Society is able to hold them back.
They have their 2 strongest members as well. They have Tall Guy and Gid with them. Those are your 2 big damage dealers. The double knockup from Tall Guy, they're starting to tear through, but watch the damage from Exxon. He picked up a bunch of kills kind of quietly during that last fight, and he's very stacked. Inhibitor starting to go down, and the teleport in from Scrambles is going to mean that it's a 5 stack versus 3. They've got the 2-man advantage as they're rolling through inhibitor number 2. No minion wave just yet. Now the minion wave starting to collapse onto the Nexus towers, but respawns come through for Lucidity and Arctic Omen. Inhibitor number 3 is gonna fall, but now they might have to commit for that one. Scrambles gets chunked out. He's got the shields, but is it gonna be more enough? He's gonna kidnap Chris back into the team. Meanwhile, Gid, it's a huge... oh, it doesn't pop! They finish him off. And now on the top side of the fight, Arctic Omen has the Death Realm available. He throws Matsuro into it,
Oh my
and he'll
god.
just bonk him down. It's a shutdown for Arctic Omen. But their minion waves are in no state for them to end the game, and so it's going to continue.
Yeah, and that's exactly the play right there. Is you traded Mountain Soul for Baron and then instantly lost your entire base. The triple inhibitor is so difficult to come back from. We've seen so many teams get just swallowed by the amount of minions that are coming in, the amount of supers that they have to deal with. They're not allowed to leave their base for several minutes. Let's see if our team's able to capitalize on it. But if Soul Society is able to weather the storm, they do have that Mountain Soul. It's a massive buff that makes team fighting so much easier for them. So if they are able to weather the storm, they should be advantaged once their inhibitors end up respawning.
Hoo boy.
Ooh boy.
That's a summary. Um, yeah. So it's 1,000 gold lead for our team, which just doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
It's like the points and whose lane is it anyway.
Well, they matter a little bit. They say they don't matter, but they matter. Someone on Reddit has absolutely kept track.
Yeah.
I bet if I looked it up right now, I could see who's winning.
I'd be kind of interested in that, but like,
That type of waste of time is exactly what Reddit's for,
Yeah.
though, right?
I don't know if it was as popular in like every household, but my mother being a drama teacher, like whose line was just
Whose line is it anyway? Point total
the thing.
Reddit. Total points from season 1 through 8 of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
There we go.
Okay, so Wade Brady has 50 billion
What
points.
was that hook? All right, they're going in. Chris is gonna get taken low, and while Arctic Omen is pulled get into the Death Realm and finishes that one off, Tall Guy has the Guardian Angel, but he'll have to zip back out on his E. Arctic Omen's still full health. He's a very threatening man, but a huge ultimate from Dream Unforgiven as he hits the 3-man knockup. It's a shutdown for Tall Guy. They're starting to finally rip through as Karma's not available to output the damage for Soul Society, and it's all kind of falling apart now. 4v2, Lucidity and Prowl have to try to defend, but the Nexus turret's starting to fall very quickly. More autos coming through, scrambles onto the turret. They're onto the Nexus, and Lucidity and Prowl can do nothing but watch. Eventually, it's a 2-0 for Pain and Panic. Whew. Okay.
Ooh, indeed. Those were some pretty close games, real bangers there. Until, down to the wire on both of them.
Yeah, long games, and eventually the boys claw it out. They also get a forfeit win over PvE, so final record 4-1. They wind up with a top 4 seed, so they're off next week. We don't get to see them play in the first round, which is great for them. They'll be chilling. They'll get to watch some games. They'll get to scrim and prepare for a second round matchup, a quarterfinal matchup. That will likely be coming. So, yeah, that's series one. We got another one coming. Gwensday is going to take on Exodus Clan. We'll take a little bit longer break than normal because I have food sitting in front of me that my wife dropped off, and I'm going to eat a little bit of it. And then we'll be back with Gwensday versus Exodus Clan.
Just a tiny bit of housekeeping. I've been informed by my fact checker that apparently SpaghettiOs and Chef Boyardee are in fact rival brands.
Oh shit!
Campbell's owns SpaghettiOs and Conagra owns Chef Boyardee. So there we go. Now we know. Also, all-time points leaders for the first 8 seasons of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Wayne Brady, 50 billion points. Ryan Stiles, 11 billion. Colin Mockery, 3 billion. Chip Eston, 2 billion. Greg Proops, 1 billion, and then it goes down for a while. Last place, Kathy Kinney at 50 points.
Good
I don't know
for
who that is, but good for them.
vaguely remember. Yeah, this is. I feel like we kind of need this at the end of our Maris Aikido cast. We need somebody who's been fact checking us the whole time to go through, get all the stupid.
That would help out, honestly. It's wild to me. How does Wayne Brady have 50 billion and number 2 has 11 billion? Like, how does he have 5 times as many points? Was there just like one time that they just went crazy and gave him just like all the fucking points.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's
I
probably
just
just
wonder.
one of them. They just like, ah, yeah, 50 billion points to Wayne Brady for that. Anyway,
That's
moving
what
on.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm impressed by it. I want to know now, like, what is the single instance in which they gave out the most points? I do like the idea though of like us having the Elder Dragon be like the Chef Boyardee Elder Dragon, and then the Spaghettios Baron. That way we're playing both sides of it. This time around Spaghettios won. The Baron won.
Sorry about that.
Are you throwing shit at us?
Um, I'm not, but I am here. All right, you ready to go on a cast then? Or nah?
Yeah, it can be.
Okay. Well, I'm not quite. I didn't look up this team at all. Just like half a second. I just need to look up this team's logo and see if they have like a color that they are. Oh yeah, they have a really funky logo. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually put a score after. Oops. There we go. Okay. I think I'm finally ready.
I'm gonna go fill up my drink. So.
Oh. Alright. We're waiting longer. Please don't.
Sorry. All right. Are you ready to go, gamer? Good. I wasn't ready
No,
to go
I,
either.
yeah. So my wife made steak and potatoes, so it's hard to let that sit in front of you while you're casting, as it turns out. Um, also, shout out to Hy-Vee for having fillets on sale for $4 a piece.
Pog?
Hog. All right. Yeah, let's take a look at this game.
It's funny. I was just scrolling through the Reddit thread
Mhm.
on the whose line is it anyway? And like half the comments are like, "Don't they know that the points don't matter?" And it's like, you guys realize what Reddit is, right? Anyway, I'm ready to go when you are.
All right. So welcome back. We got Gwensday versus the Exodus clan. Gwensday coming in at 3-1, and Exodus clan is 2-2, I believe. So should be a banger game. That's all I got. You ready?
You nailed it. I am so ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. On the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for game number 1 are going to be the Exodus clan. In the top lane, Hayam Snom. In the top lane, playing Mordekaiser. In the jungle, Devlin will be playing Kiana. P247 Vanna in the mid lane on Syndra, and Southern Warrior and Honey Badger 525 in the bottom lane playing Tristana and Nautilus.
And top side of the rift, wearing the red health bars, we have Return of the Middle Six Gwenday's with Oath in the top lane on the Set, Cheech the Marine in the jungle on the Fiddlesticks, White Tiger in the mid lane on the Oriana, then Copium, as well as Mint Beepot in the bottom lane playing Jinx and Leona. And I need a pause at some point. I don't have models.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, pause. 55 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, backspace. 40 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Are you catching the
Yeah,
peak of humor in the chat?
so Copium has told this joke every single week, I'm pretty sure. And
Oh really?
Snom is the first person that's laughed at this.
I'd 1 in 20 is pretty good, right?
20, jeez, yeah.
Minions have spawned.
Was it more people than that?
I guess that's right. No, it's
I guess it could be
25
like 1 in
now.
25.
Yeah.
If he counts his own team, it could be 1 in 30, right? And people who've watched it, it's probably like 1 in 40. Anyway, what I'm saying is he's got a. Our boy has a great record here.
True. Um, yeah, so
Do you think? Do you think that was like a Twitch chat thing? Where did he get that from?
I don't know.
Where does anyone get these from? Did he make it up?
I don't know. These jokes just happen independently of any single author, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. I buy it. I buy it. Okay. So looking at this game of League of Legends, which is the game that we're playing.
Yeah. Oh, so
Top lane, we get the run back of Set versus Mordekaiser.
we do. We saw Set win that one early, and then Mordekaiser kind of almost take over the game late. We'll see if that's a return to form there. Beepots, though, going into level 2, and they're just going to chunk through Honey Badger, almost taking home first blood. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Oath just beating up Snom. Snom, by the way, is a Pokemon. You should look it up. It's very cute. It's like a little...
Wait, is it actually?
Yeah, it's an ice worm. It's really cute.
It's an ice worm.
Yeah.
Snom, so it's like a snow worm?
Yeah, it's probably
Okay.
pronounced Snome then, right?
Its face kind of looks like a butt.
That's objectively true.
It kind of looks like a guy is stuck in like a shell and his ass is just hanging out. And he has like a big mole on his head. Anyway, everyone look up Snowman and you can agree. Oh, a hook
the
coming out.
Yeah, maybe wait for some action on the... I guess that was it. Copium's
We
gonna
got that
take
hook
a...
though.
Yeah, Copium's gonna take a big chunk, and he doesn't have the... He's, burning through his potion. He does have the Doran's Blade, but it's gonna be hard to regen all of that damage. He'll have to be pretty careful, although I guess they technically have a not even technically, they definitely have a summoner spell advantage with the Cleanse being burned from Southern Warrior, now the Ignite from Honey Badger. And
Yeah, and it looks like
Devlin's here in the
Devlin.
top lane, showing off the Kiana jungle. Ooh, the hook just barely connected there onto Oath, and it'll be first blood for Devlin. Teleport from White Tiger, not really going to work out there, and he'll have to just run back to, well, I guess he'll shove it in the wave in top lane for his trouble.
You'll probably shove it in, then Oath might teleport mid.
Yeah, Copium very low, has to try to retreat from Honey Badger, but the hop forward from Southern Warrior gets the kill, and now Beepot's in trouble. More autos from Southern Warrior and Honey Badger. There's the rocket jump forward, and Beepot's is playing Ring Around the Rosie, but at the end, y'all fall down.
And that do be how a lot of these Tristana lanes go. Tristana plus an aggressive support just applies so much pressure in the early game. Any sort of all-ins, they should be coming out on top in, and we saw it there. Very obviously coming out on top. And already a bit of a lead here for the blue side. I forgot their
Ex-
names. I'm not
Exodus
gonna lie to
Clan,
you.
which is I don't blame you. That's not like a great name because it doesn't make any sense. I mean,
It's
it
like
kind of.
okay. I mean, they do be exodusing though.
Yeah,
You
they
know.
left something and now they're all together again.
Uh huh. Exod's nuts. Got him. I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
All right.
Yeah, I fucking got him. Snom though do be taking a lot of damage there and potentially gonna fall behind after having to take a reset. Vanna is getting kind of beat down by the White Tiger, not actually gonna be able to take him down. I like this Vanna White mid lane. How do you feel about that?
I'm still upset that you pulled. You know, this has been such a dignified cast thus far, and then you pulled in a these
Uh-huh.
nuts joke, and
But I brought it back with, the very cultured Vanna White joke, right? Only
I
cultured people
she's like
talk about Vanna White.
she's like really purple. I don't.
Yeah?
Yeah, Syndra is not Vanna White. Vanna White is white.
No, because the White Tiger, so it's in the mid lane
Oh,
it's
the Vanna
Vanna
White Tiger.
White.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like a before and after. Which is a reference to another game show
yeah,
that
yeah.
Vanna White's not on. It was kind of, it's high level comedy. It's, if you're just not there right now, that's okay. But I just want you to know I'm operating at a very high level right now.
Yeah, we're on like 4 or 5 layers of irony right now. And there's a fear on to Snom. He's gonna pull Oath into the Death Realm, and oh, the flash for the Icebreaker, or the Haymaker, the other one, is gonna run into a second fiddle, but that's not a dangerous fiddle. Now Cheech flashes forward looking for the drain damage. Do they actually have enough? There's the Facebreaker, and Oath finally finishes that one off, but it is going to allow Exodus Clan to go ahead and take down the dragon.
Yeah, gonna be able to pick that one up. A pretty good trade overall, taking advantage of Cheech the Marine being on the opposite side of the map. Just a trade of resources. And this bot side has been really strong so far for the side of Exodus. So after the dragon, would you say they made an exodus back to base? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a little
I think you're
forced.
forcing that one. We'll workshop it.
Thank you, thank you.
Um,
Tristana's the early game. I mean, Tristana is the early game, right? Tristana's kind of nuts. She has this thing where like her E does a million damage, and her W resets, so she kind of wins like every all-in ever, right? She's just kind of good.
she has this weird U-shaped power curve that only like 2 other champions have in the entire game.
It's not even actually a U shape. Like Caitlyn is a U shape.
Yeah.
Tristana's just like good. I don't know. Like I don't know.
Good at falling behind in CS, which is something to
Got
keep an
him.
eye on because Copium is actually up like 20 right now, and
Which is a significant amount for this early in the game, especially since he is sporting the death. I didn't mean to take that from you. I was just trying to expand on your point.
no, that was good. There was a weird noise happening in the kitchen right beside me. I was listening to what it was.
Oh,
Oh, but in comes the Crow Storm, and a lot of damage coming through. Vanna's gonna fall. It's a kill for White Tiger, and immediately pinging the Fiddle ult. Yeah, that was used. There was a Fiddle ult.
yo, Fiddle looks broken, bro. Fiddle looks broken. No, really good job there from Beepots as well as Cheech the Marine to be able to group up there and get in onto Vanna and punish her for being just a little bit too far up.
Yeah,
But Cheech
yeah,
might be
Cheech,
a little bit too far up himself.
yeah, Cheech trying to do the Rift Herald. Snom's gonna find him. Now Devlin coming in. The hook from Honey Badger lands, and Tiger gonna fall. Not even able to get off that ultimate in time, and Cheech and Oath have to evacuate out of the top side. Oath still wants to stand and fight, gets ulted back in by Devlin. A lot of damage coming back through the 3-man Facebreaker, but just not quite enough damage to follow up right now. Oath now trapped in Cyber Brazil, trying to kite his way out. He'll take Mordecai's. That was kind of awkward. He died to the passive mid ultimate, and that's going to open up the Rift Herald now for EXO, and they've had the better run of it so far. It's 3 kills in their advantage, but not the biggest gold lead to show for it just yet.
Yeah, but the big thing about picking up this early Rift Herald is that it can turn into the tower plates, and tower plates are a pretty big influx of gold, though. On the opposite side of the map, Copium has just been farming it up, is able to pick up a couple of turret plates, is continuing this CS lead. Now it is a very healthy 30 CS, is going to be pretty strong. Isn't going to be really falling behind despite being 0-1.
Yeah, actually still a little ahead in gold, all things considered, because of the farm and the turret plate.
So I have a
Compared to
question.
Southern Warrior, at least.
I mean, we might see a fight here, so maybe I'll hold on a second. As it looks like Kiana is in the area, might be looking for a dive onto set here, making sure that Oath isn't able to chill underneath the turret. He does have Fiddlesticks in his back pocket, so
Yeah,
we'll have to
Devlin gonna go
see.
ahead and drop the Rift Herald up here. No Kiana ultimate available, the worst named ultimate in the game. They're going to pull in Oath. He was trying to hit the eye of the Herald, and instead he's going to find Honey Badger, take him very low, but eventually fall to Devlin. Meanwhile, White Tiger up in the top lane, his collapse. They're trying to get anything done. Cheech is going to have to flash. He doesn't have flash. He's just going to have to walk away. Vanna hits the stun, and they're continuing to apply pressure up in the top lane. No more Rift Herald, but they'll get the shove in. This is not going to... I guess they do a little bit of damage. All right.
Not the cleanest play in the world, but eventually might be able to take
Ooh,
this down. Oh, the flash
stun.
forward!
Vanna's going to be able to finish off Cheech. The ultimate from Kiana not going to hit Tigers. They're trying to track him down. He's got the flash back away. Just
Oh!
not able to return the damage. The Dark Harvest proc not enough. But in comes Oath off of the teleport, looking to make something happen. Can he track anybody down? Devlin just doing his best to dip and dodge and dive and go into stealth and get away. Oath not able to
Oh,
find that phase
no.
breaker. He's very
Not
low.
like
He's got
this.
his rage fully stacked. He grabs the ult onto Southern Warrior, trying to track him down. Devlin over the wall looking for him. The Haymaker isn't enough damage, and it's just
Oh,
another kill
no.
for EXO at the end.
Ah, you hate to see it. Oath dies on the dive and then teleports back in, just gets played around with. Everyone plays with his rage. He's not actually able to get on anyone and smack face and just gets kited to death, eventually going down once again. You hate to see it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough game for Oath thus far. Getting some special treatment from the enemies, and he's a little
Okay.
bit behind, but you know, you still have Tiger's relatively strong. You still have Copium, who is
Oh.
actually very strong relative to the amount of like kill participation that he has. Even able to dodge away from Devlin there in the mid lane. They're gonna lose. Oh wait, Cheech got the dragon. Was he soloing the dragon the whole time? All right.
I think that they were on it, and it was Exodus trying to get onto Copium that sort of got distracted and ends up letting ROTM just sort of sneak that out right from under their noses.
I'm very curious how he got in there enough just to take the dragon out from under their nose as he gets out. Now they're going to use the Nautilus ult to try to track down Oath again. This is definitely a gameplay experience that Oath is having. And Devlin is now 4-0-2. Boy.
Okay, so I have a question now.
Yeah.
Fiddlesticks might ult here. Fiddlesticks never ult. So Pokemon is owned by Nintendo, right? Which is a Japanese company. It's like a Japanese property.
Yeah.
How is it that like so many of the
ult from
Pokemon names?
Cheech in here. He's mostly just clearing the wave. He actually falls to Vanna, but they do get the trade back. It's the first kill of the game for Copium. Meanwhile, they'll take down White Tiger up in the top lane. I actually didn't see where Tiger died. Was he still in that mid lane stack?
No, he was top lane.
Okay,
You could
I
see
was
his
right.
little
Cool.
skull and crossbones outside of the turret
I
range.
thought I was right, but I wasn't 100% sure. Now Devlin's here in mid, looking to turn this one around. He's everywhere on this Kiana right now. B-Pots has to flash back away. He gets the two-man solar flare, but that's not enough to even get him out. Honey Badger takes that kill, and it's 13-4 in favor of EXO. To answer your question, well, I'm not going to get to is Oath is now in Cyber Brazil.
We can watch them fight. So how is it that like half of the names are like English puns? I don't get it. Like,
there's-
how does Ekans exist and like Snom is Snowworm? How does this happen?
So there's similar puns in other languages usually, but the biggest thing is localization teams. That's like a huge thing in game development now.
Was it carried by them? Like, are they sitting there making these puns?
So a lot of them are sitting there making the puns, or they'll have English-speaking people in the U.S. who make the puns and make the localization name.
Oh.
And then if you can make it the same name throughout multiple languages, they do that. And then
So
they
like,
have to
how
change
many of
it.
the Pokemon have different names in Japan? Oh, the flash forward onto Copium, but Copium not gonna fall.
Yeah, Honey Badger very low, but has enough health, he'll eventually fall to Copium there. Beepot's able to hit the Solar Flare with potentially not his dying breath. He's out of there. It's another shutdown to Copium. He's got 3 kills. They've all been shutdowns. He is very wealthy right now. And
Oh
Cheech is going
wow.
to get onto Devlin on the bottom side of the fight. Cheech gets chunked out by Vanna, but just not quite enough damage there to finish him off. And Copium still in a little bit of danger potentially, but it doesn't look like there's the gap closers there from EXO. Um,
Like,
so
what's
actually,
Ekian's name in Japan?
I don't know. Why would I know that?
I don't know. It's just weird that they would have different names, like in my mind. And maybe not. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, the Konami's kind of known for making, really like silly puns for the English release as opposed to, the Japanese release. So there are very different names for the cards. I don't know.
Well, that's even so Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know why I know this much, but like, um, it, Devlin has found Cheech and is gonna get that kill. He's now godlike. Um, Oath is probably dead here. Yu-Gi-Oh in Japan is like a shonen anime, right? It's marketed toward like teenagers, whereas in the U.S. it's marketed toward younger kids, at least initially, like the show was. So a lot of the like stuff that happens in Yu-Gi-Oh in the original Japanese version is actually kind of fucked up compared to the US one.
It's a little bit, but
Like
yeah, no,
the
we had
Shadow
4
Realm is
kids
just
doing our.
you fucking kill them. Like there's no
Yeah,
escape.
you
Whereas it's like,
murdered the shit
oh
out of
yeah,
them.
it's just the Shadow Realm. Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, that was always like kind of implied, right? Like it's not said explicitly, but Shadow Realm isn't exactly a nice place. But yeah, no, we had Daddy 4 kids around, making sure that we weren't.
Yeah, Devlin in over the wall. They're looking to collapse here. They got the tower, and they'll take down Cheech as well. Not enough damage. Oh, the rocket from Copium does trade one back. Now he's reset, but he walks right into the Syndra for the double kill. Tiger caught a little bit in no man's land. I'm not entirely sure what he was looking for there, but it's kind of falling apart for ROTM here early on. 18-7 is the kill count. More towers going to fall as Southern Warrior and Snom just continuing to press forward.
Yeah, and Devlin has just been in the right place at the right time. That fight started with a nice little flank. And it almost looked like our team would be able to just sort of take the long, stretched out fight and be able to pick up the kills. Copium was excited, was in a position where the opponent had very low health bars, but unfortunately, this Syndra do be killing ADCs though at very long ranges. It's able to take him down and make sure that his team doesn't get wiped there. It was a little bit scary though. It's a little bit of a scary fight considering how far ahead Exodus should be.
Yeah, Copium headed toward his second item. He kind of is going to have to bear a lion's share of the comeback if there is one for ROTM. Tiger not in a bad spot either, but I mean a Syndra versus an Orianna when the Syndra's relatively ahead, it's going to be hard to match that damage regardless. I don't know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying anymore. Yeah. I'm glad you agree, because that didn't make any sense in my head or when I said it.
No, you nailed it.
Oh, shout out Lane with the 5 gift subs during the game. Had to get to 50. Jesus.
Lipo Lane. I mean, it's not even September anymore. It's oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Um, yeah, Oath trying to fight his way back out. The fear on Honey Badger. Oh, the Solar Flare is actually enough to disengage from V-Pots. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Copium staring down Devlin and not really flinching. I appreciate the amount of balls that Copium has right now. But in comes the ultimate, he walks into it. Maybe he should have been a little bit more wary. That's 2 more kills for EXO, and now they've got a 2-touchdown lead, 21-7, and they're pushing down mid.
Yeah, and they should be able to pick up at least the inhibitor here. It's just a question of how much more do they get. Is Cheech going to be able to hold them back as the last bulwark against their onslaught?
Jesus
To be able to
Christ,
pick up
guys.
that turret.
Do we have anybody who's ever watched the stream who doesn't have a sub at this point? My God.
Bro, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I guess show up, get your gift sub. Choo choo. All right.
Hype
Just a,
train poggers? Co-conducting the hype train. Yo, thanks Oath for the gift subs as
yeah.
well.
Thank you guys. Anyway,
Guys,
we're
I'm gonna be
rolling.
streaming after this if you want to come into. Oh, Cheech the
Oh,
Marine.
Cheech is going in the fear. It's a shutdown for Cheech as they actually get the pick, but they trade 1-for-1 as both junglers fall. Shockwave pulls in Southern Warrior. They're trying to scrap on the top side of this fight. In comes the Jinx Rocket
the
for
Jinx
the double
ult!
kill. The instant double. He gets the triple. He's kiting away from Snub,
It's
and
a
it's a
quadra!
quadra kill for Copium.
Quadra kill coming in clutch. They were so far behind, but able to find the picks, able to find the big engage from the Fiddlesticks means that they turn a fight around, and this is a massive influx of gold, and it's going exactly where you want it onto this Jinx, who's gonna be trying to carry these fights. This is, the lion's share of the damage here for your team, so should be pretty good here. Might even be able to pick up this turret. This is a little bit scary. Syndra has teleport. I don't know if you want to stick around this long.
He's gonna get the turret, and he's gonna get excited.
Yeah.
Try to run away. The
Syndra
Syndra.
did teleport.
Oh, the zap. He flashed over the chompers, but not quite
Okay.
able to have it. He had flash himself,
Okay.
but now Devilin's here to flip him into the
Okay.
wall, and it's 2 kills for EXO.
Oh,
The bits, God, I hadn't turned down the bit notification apparently because I've never received any, and boy, if that wasn't like 9 times louder than anything else that's ever happened on this stream.
what I'm hearing is that you get extra value if you donate bits.
Anyway, the Baron's gonna get started up. The nice World Championship Baron under fire by EXO. Cheech over the wall. He's got the effigy in place to try to get over. Oh, the stun! The ult from Honey Badger. Is Cheech still gonna go for this? He's got the Crow Star. Oh, it's not quite in time. It is secured by Devilin, and he'll get the kill extra. EXO very far ahead now and might get even more. Tiger, a great facebreaker from Oath to pull him away, but it's a double kill immediately, and Oath now left out just to try to do. Oh, he got the shutdown!
Baby.
Oh my, and the rocket from downtown gets another one back, but Snome in the bottom lane is gonna take down a turret. EXO again up 2 touchdowns, now 7,000 gold and pushing in.
Even while just completely outnumbered, our team able to pick up a couple of kills on the backside of that Baron means that this Baron is stalled out for quite a bit. Quite a bit of the duration just is not going to be usable, which sort of gives our team a chance to keep stalling in this game and keep getting a chance to get back into it. Might even be able to pick up this dragon. Yeah, it actually looks like no members of Exodus are in the vicinity, meaning the ROTM are pushing back the Dragon Soul win con as well. It's going to be a little bit difficult, I think, for Exodus to actually be able to end this game if they keep getting stalled out like this.
I was gonna fill your sentence, but I had no idea where you're going, so couldn't help out. Sorry.
Honestly, I was kind of lost halfway through.
Sometimes you
I had
just
to like refine myself.
yeah. Sometimes
Oh my god!
The
Why is it
solar
do so much
flare.
damage?
He did have the full stacked rage meter.
Isn't he like 0-8? Why the fuck did he just one-shot Syndra?
Now he's 3-8.
What?
Oh, they spot Devilin. That's actually pretty important. Can they get it? The Snowstorm over the wall. Oh, just not quite in range for the fear on the Devilin. Now the ultimate to follow through. B-Pot's not giving up though. What's the pick? But there's no one really to follow up, unfortunately, on his engage. And so Devilin walks away. 13 kills on this Kiana.
Pretty massive game, and that was a huge ultimate, able to slow down the members of our team, so no one was able to actually follow up on the Leona engage. But once again, this is the Baron just kind of getting stalled out. Not a whole lot actually getting got. Oh, Oath though,
Oath?
do be getting got.
Yeah. That's 14 now. That's a couple of kills. 9 on the other side in Copium's pocket. So, the 2 players to watch really are going to be the Devilin and Copium. Vanna's not doing too bad for him or herself either. So, themselves is more correctly. Yeah. Apologies. Vanna though, or Devlin, excuse me, gets feared immediately. It's a shutdown going to Copium. He's got a double kill. He's got the reset Southern Warrior, who
Oh,
just able to get out with the Gale Force away from the Shockwave. And yeah, Vanna.
okay.
Van,
Vanna White?
I don't think Vanna really wants this. Yeah, that was a little enterprising there. Snow now kiting away from Oath. Does Oath actually win this 1v1? There's no way, right?
I mean,
He's
he should not
worried
be
about
allowed
Cheech
to.
in the
It's
pocket,
definitely
right?
illegal.
It would be unethical of him to win this.
Okay.
All right, gonna pull him back in. He gets pulled into Cyber Brazil. He's actually winning this. Like a little bit of damage from Cheech
Wait,
there.
why is he
What
winning
the
this?
fuck?
This guy was like 0-8, right? What the fuck happened?
Man has no healing
That's
reduction.
not balanced.
No second
Wait.
item.
Wait, they're like 25 minutes in the game. How do neither of them have second items?
Why couldn't Scrambles win a fight last game?
What the fuck?
What's the difference? I don't know what the missing part of this equation is, but
Maybe Snome just, Oath just has the fancy feat and is able to just dodge every single ability. So Snome gets no shield and no healing.
maybe. I don't know.
We'll
Yeah,
watch
I don't know.
closely his
Maybe-
next fight.
Maybe Scramble's got like that ARAM debuff, just like minus or +5 damage, percent damage taken, -5 damage dealt or something.
Is Set nerfed in ARAM?
He's probably close to even, if I had to guess. Like if I just had to pick it out. I play too much ARAM, and I don't know that one specifically, but like, if I had to guess, I'd say he's either even or like does very slightly more damage.
Wait, he's stream sniping. How do you know the pink was there? Okay, guys, let's wrap it up. Oath was stream sniping. That's how he won the 1v1. Come on.
True. Yeah.
Yo, he's just finding every pink. This man.
Devlin. So he got spotted out on the effigy. That one wasn't bullshit. Copium's gonna get the shutdown. I guess it wasn't a shutdown, just the kill on him. But that pick right before not right before, but 50 seconds before the Baron spawn might mean that ROTM can contest and push in vision. They're still very far behind in this game, but they're acting like they're in it, and that's half the battle, right?
And they do have momentum, and despite being pretty far behind, if you take a peek, Copium kind of has 5 items. I mean, just weird how that happens, but sometimes your AD carry, who was behind in the early game, just doesn't act like it. Kind of has every item in the game. I wasn't going to mention it, but then you acknowledged it.
I was curious if something bad was about to happen to him, but luckily it's just a loss of a cooldown. Unfortunately, something bad about to happen to Tiger. He gets eliminated by Southern Warrior, who has the reset now. Dives through the Solar Flare, and B-Pots should eventually fall. Oh, the hook is actually the kill damage from Honey Badger. And
Think about it.
as quick as
Death
that...
Death is kind of like a loss of a cooldown, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's the loss of all
Yeah,
your
it's just-
cooldowns for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, you're just locked out of, it's just like a 45-second cooldown. Baron, though, going over to Exodus, but on the other side, Copium's going to be able to just pick up that dragon, right? So, third dragon, the Wind Soul, Cloud
Ooh,
Soul.
my god. Oath? I mean, that was a super fair face breaker, haymaker, almost able to turn that one around. Eventually does fall as you would expect in that fight, given the
Okay.
15 kills on Kiana.
5 versus 4. Down 7,000 gold. It's a little bit scary for ROTM to actually be able to contest this. Copium's recalling right now, so he's not with the team yet. If Cheech engages, it could be a little bit scary. Alright, Jinx is here now, so is going to be around. It's a true 5 versus 4. And it looks like Exodus just doesn't want anything to do with them.
Vanna is the one split pushing in mid lane right now. No teleport available on the Syndra. Not a mobility insight. And they're
Okay.
gonna pop the Nautilus ultimate onto Copium, trying to kite back away. He gets hooked but there's no damage follow-up immediately onto him. So he's still free firing on the back. They take down the Nautilus to start out the fight. Vanna trying to kite back away. Snom takes Tiger into the death realm, but the stopwatch is just in time. Oh, and he doesn't get the thing. Jinx is still alive in the backside. They'll finish that one off, and it's 3 kills for RTM. They've defended their base successfully. And Southern Warrior and Devlin, the last 2 alive for Exodus, as they're on the retreat.
And that's another Baron that's just completely stalled out here by ROTM. You know, that fight, Syndra threw everything at the Jinx, Nautilus threw everything at the Jinx, but there was no damage backing it up, and it means that Copium's able to free fire, and the rest of ROTM is able to just tear apart Exodus, and now a max Exodus out of their base as they push him away.
The stun onto Devlin. Copium actually takes
God.
him down. The zap is enough for a double
no.
kill, and Copium is rampaging through this game now. He's onto the inner tower. They'll, maybe get another one because now they've desynced the death timers for Exodus.
Yeah, they should be able to pick this one up as well. White Tiger's coming down the mid lane is going to be able to provide support in an extended fight, but that's an inhibitor going down, and ROTM should have been out of this game so many times by this point, is somehow able to pick up these fights. In the mid game, they got enough gold onto their 80 carry that they're just winning these, and now Snow getting caught out.
Does he have any recourse? Can he get out of there? The flash in from Vanna gets the stun, but he's not able to finish it off. The Super Mega Death Rocket does eventually have enough damage. He's so low, but now he's alive. This shield from White Tiger keeps him alive, and they'll finish off the Mordekaiser. RTM again, they're back within 1,500 gold. They've been behind as much as 8 in this game.
I love that halfway through every single one of these fights, Copium gets to a position where he's like, fuck it, I'm probably dead, and just stands still and just hits, quits trying to kite, and he keeps surviving through it, keeps life stealing, keeps doing enough damage. He's just massive at this point, and ROTM is just picking up everything. They've won the last few fights. They've come back from about a 7,000 gold deficit.
Oh
and
my
now
god, that's
Devlin.
two autos. Devlin is
dead.
down. The shockwave is enough damage, and ROTM continues to run into the base. This is the one push in ARAM. You get your last ditch effort, you grab the boys, you go run it in, you have a team fight, and you see what you... Okay, they're not going to continue.
They're like, shit, guys, we won. What do we do now? They're like, okay, let's just back up. Let's not throw the game yet. We're suddenly winning these fights. We're ahead for the first time this game. Let's not throw it away yet. They're going to take a recall.
Alright, a minute to go on Cloud Soul, potentially for ROTM. Somehow they've got a dragon advantage despite the run of play this entire game. I don't know how that happened or why, but, we in it.
And it was the dragon that Cheech somehow stole from under their noses.
Yeah.
It was the dragon that Copium soloed, and then the other dragon that Copium soloed. It's just...
I think they made a
Exodus...
They made a team play early on to get the first one, I'm pretty sure.
Did
But,
they?
Yeah.
Maybe. But I feel like Exodus just hasn't really been putting a high priority on, playing around these dragons or trying to get picks. It feels like they're just kind of, thinking they could just slam their heads into the side of ROTM and just win through their purse, but right now it's just not working out.
Yeah, they're grouped up around this dragon, but RTM are kind of disinterested right now. They're looking for this mid wave, they're looking for their top wave right now, and we'll see if that benefits them. Now they've gained mid prio, and EXO is going to have to back up, reset their mid wave, and now the dragon's going to spawn in 5 seconds. ROTM has been able to sweep through the vision. There's nothing really available for EXO, just the single ward in the pit that's now pink warded away. Dragon started up. Copium will kill this in 3 auto attacks, so it's just dead. Yeah, there's no contest, and now it's Cloud Soul for ROTM. I don't think that that's game ending, but this fight might be a big Kiana ultimate, but it just doesn't matter as it didn't hit Copium. He's got a double kill. Devlin very low. The Jinx Rocket for number 3, and the jump away from Southern Warrior. He gets zapped. He's got the Gale Force Flash, the cleanse, but Copium still pursues him for the quadra kill. And ROTM is going to take game 1 against the odds.
Yeah, that was a wild game, huh? What the? They were so incredibly far behind that Exodus had to throw like 4, 5, 6 times back to back to back before our team was able to get to an advantaged position, and now weathering the storm, weathering multiple barons, finding the picks they needed, and just out team fighting, able to pick up this game number 1.
They ended.
Sometimes it be like that.
They ended with a kill lead, 34-33.
It wasn't even close.
Not
Like at
even.
no point in that game was that game
Yeah, I
close.
mean, you just look at the scoreboard at the end. Not a close game. That's pretty comfortable, right? For sure. Anyway, Gwensday Tech game number 1. We'll be right back with game number 2. Oh God, I I was so ready to cut, and then I didn't like do any of this prep to cut. So. I also don't really like this Champs Luck music, but it's the next one that came up. It's okay.
I'm gonna have a goddamn
Yeah? Why is that? You alright?
I'm
Nikita?
frustrated. I'm frustrated. Guys, go ahead. I'll. No, nothing.
Yeah? Sure you're alright?
Yeah.
Let me know when you're good.
Ready whenever. Copium for MVP. Yo, Copium had a pretty nuts game there. You know, I think that it was just a an
I-
overdose of copium is exactly what they needed to get through that game, considering how it started.
All I was seeing was the top lane div. The whole game.
True,
Oath just
actually, it was an Oath 1v9. You saw him like one-shot Syndra for some reason,
true. Alright,
and then winning the 1v1.
we'll get into this game then. Game number 2 loaded up. These are some picks. Alright. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. I hope I have models. When I went through it like the first time, Malzahar had like 3 spell shield bubbles. Okay, he's only got the
Uh-huh.
1 now, so that's much better.
That sounds pretty wild.
Yeah, on the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for game number 2 are gonna be Return to the Middle Sticks Gwensday, Oath in the top lane on Viego, Cheech the Marine in the jungle playing Master Yi, the White Tiger 211 in the mid lane on Cassiopeia, and Copium and Beepots in the bottom lane on uh, Samira and Leona. I couldn't think of the name of that character for a second. Sorry.
Understandable. Top side of the rift, red health bars looking to sort of redeem themselves after a pretty rough end to game number 1. We have Exodus. Hi, I'm Gnome in the top lane on the Camille Devlin playing the Talia jungle. P247 Vanna on the Malzahar mid, and then Southern Warrior as well as Honey Badger 525 on the Xayah Nautilus bottom lane.
Minions have spawned.
There's some wild picks.
Yeah, so zero health pot Master Yi. This used to be a thing that you did to like be able to back after your first clear to like grab a full jungle item. Now obviously jungle items don't work like that anymore. So I think if you were getting clear like this, usually you'd pick up a pink. Does he have a pink that I don't see that he plays somewhere?
I don't see one.
No,
Yeah.
he's just saving his money for late game. I respect that.
Let's look. He's got 150 gold still, so yeah. He's chilling.
Big chillin'.
We have a lot of Master Yi players on our gold teams. I just realized.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, Master Yi's sick.
I
I'm excited to see Talia. I love Talia. I miss Talia.
I'm not a fan of Master Yi.
No?
But,
Um. Oh, Oath hits the level 2, misses the W. Oh, dodges out on the hook shot.
am I missing something?
Do you not see a top lane?
Now they're fighting. Yeah, Oath is
Am I,
fighting
like,
now. There's
ahead
the
of you?
Q.
Oh, am I, like-
227, 28, 29.
Oh, I'm like 38, 39.
How are you like
Yo, not
6
bad.
seconds ahead of me?
Fine, I paused. 42.
Right. 40, 41, 42, 43.
I don't know how to. I might not have hit backspace. That might be the real. Sorry, I got excited.
You were like, oh, the hook shot. I was like, she's level 1. She doesn't even have two. Anyway, no, very low. Oath is winning these trades pretty hard, but as with game number 1, Devlin just hanging around the top lane, maybe looking for something. As in the bottom lane, the hook gonna land onto Copium. The exhaust doing a lot of work, gonna force him to flash away, but Honey Badger's not taking no for an answer. Now gets ignited. They're looking to turn this back around. The passive shot from Copium. Southern Warrior, oh, not quite able to get the pullback on the Blade Collar. They'll pull back in B-Pots for first blood. It's kind of a mess in the bottom lane.
A little bit, but you know, already a bit of an advantage here for the side of Exodus, which their bottom lane, you know, wasn't exactly the focal point last game. It wasn't the highlight. So this time around, getting a lead, ooh, Oath
Yeah,
gonna
that
be able
was
to pick up the kill. That wasn't the cleanest thing in the world, but you know,
kind of weird. I don't know what Snome's idea was, but it didn't work out. So
I imagine it was to like knock the guy up.
yeah, immediately
Okay.
teleports back in, hits the Q, the stun from Oath. Cheech in the back pocket though, gonna run in and make sure that Camille can't get too aggressive, and so Oath will be able to recall the base and spend some
And
of
that
the gold that he was able to acquire.
that big wave is still slow pushing into him, so he's not going to lose anything for this. Is actually going to be in a pretty good position. Should still be ahead in XP of the Camille, as long as he's able to pick up that wave. If he teleports back and dies instantly, then you know it's a go nexter.
Yeah, Devil in here in the bottom lane. Hook gonna land onto Copium. No summoner spells available for anybody in the bottom lane. That was actually a really good spell shield by Copium, but he's looking to get aggressive. He grabs one, he dashes back out almost over the rocks, but that last Q from Devlin is able to finish it off. Now the teleport coming in from Oath. Beepot's trying to keep him interested. It's actually Tiger, excuse me, not Oath that came in. Tiger? One more Twin Fang, not quite able to find the distance there, and Beepot's unfortunately kills himself on the rocks with the Zenith Blade. And so it's 2 for 1 in the bottom lane for EXO.
Yeah, picking up the kill on the Copium is pretty good, but a couple going in favor of Devlin is not ideal. It's always scary when I see Talia go for a gank. I feel like Talia has to be the jungler that gets ganked turned around on her more than any other jungler in the game. Just because if you miss one ability, you're kind of just dead.
Yeah.
Well, the point I was getting is he didn't miss. You know, he came out on top there. You know, it's impressive.
Yeah, he
Like-
he did hit his abilities. He's got 2 kills now, and we saw Devlin how, primed for the pop-off he was in game number 1. Now, well on his way here in game number 2. Oath is really giving it to Snow up in the top lane.
Yeah, has the level advantage here with the 6. Has quite a bit of burst, so might be able to look for something on their turret. It could be a little bit scary, especially if Snom has the passive shield. Yeah, it looks like Oath not gonna try to risk it yet. Just clear out a ward. Let Snom hit 6 and just, you know, play a little bit more safely.
Yeah, so I'm curious, Cheech went for the serrated Dirk first. Is that going to be a Duskblade, the ARAM special?
The Duskblade is that's the Pog build. You know, you just go invisible, you get the extra cooldown reduction on your Q, and just like, you know, really embody the anime that Master Yi is supposed to be representing. But You could also go like Eclipse, I imagine. Eclipse would be fine. You could also just like rush Ghostblade. I imagine rushing Ghostblade is probably like the best choice.
Yeah, we'll see what he wants to go for. We'll keep tabs on that one. Something else worth keeping tabs on is going to be that CS differential that's brewing in mid lane. Unfortunately, for Tiger, Vanna's been doing a better job at hitting the minions, and his Malzahar, so has the much easier job hitting the minions later on. He's been shoving in. I'm actually not sure. This feels like kind of a bad matchup for Cassiopeia.
Um,
I don't know if you agree. It's just what it feels. Oh my god. That looks like a bad matchup for Camille. Oath just able to take him down with the Heartbreaker. And now 2-0 on the Viego. Has a 20 CS lead. There's no teleport backup for Snome. That first death didn't cost him a whole lot, but this second one is very costly.
yeah, it's gonna be massive, and Oath has just been absolutely relentless this game. Every moment that he has, he's trading in, trying to get damage onto Snome, and Snome just sticks around a little bit too long and gets bursted out. Oath, really making up for last game, letting him know, hey, when I'm not, getting trounced by 4 different people, I do a pretty good job up here. You gotta respect me, and right now, really flexing there in that top lane.
Yeah, when I'm not on my one trick, you'd better watch out.
Yeah,
That came across flamey. I
that came
didn't
across a
mean
little flamey.
Yeah. It's very funny though. In comes Devlin though. Interestingly, you can actually spell shield the terrain from the Weaver's Wall. Didn't happen this time. Just thought I'd point it out for
It's
potential
not a
future
spell
reference.
shield. You mean the
The wind,
wind wall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a
that's
spell
not a
shield.
spell shield.
But
That's
it
very
breaks it.
different.
It's like the
A
same.
spell shield that
Don't give me
beats
the.
auto
You
attacks
knew what I
isn't like a
meant. You
spell
knew the
shield.
ability I was talking about.
You called it spell shield like 3. It very much does not stop spells.
It stops projectiles. Those are like
Yeah?
spells.
Is she gonna be able to spell shield the Malzahar roll?
No, maybe I don't know how that ability
No, you can't. You can't.
does it.
It's a laser.
It's a shield, and it do be. I have no
So
idea.
he also has a spell shield?
He's got. I don't know. He's got like 9 passives. He might as well. Cheech gets caught doing the Rift Herald now. Oath is gonna have to try to fight his way out. He's got Tiger in support. The Petrifying Gaze not doing a huge amount there, but
Huh?
it does slow down Vanna.
What?
Oath gets the reset. The Rift Herald falls in favor of Exodus, but in come the rest of ROTM. They do win the fight afterwards. So all told, it's a 2-for-1, but they do lose the Rift Herald. Snome is the one that picks it up, so we'll have to keep an eye on what Camille wants to do with it. Meanwhile, Copium, I didn't think that that's how that worked. Look at that spell shield. Okay.
You
he's
do
dead
be
anyway.
spell shielding though. It was crazy in that fight that somehow Oath was in the middle of like 3 different people at exactly 1 HP, is able to flash out, avoid a little bit of damage enough to get a kill, get a reset, and then just survives through it. Viego's kind of good sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Viego's an
Devlin,
okay
though.
champion. Yeah, Devlin looking for it, not able to find the knock-up though. The dash forward, the Heartbreaker isn't quite enough damage to finish off Snome, and it's eventually the shutdown for Devlin. Now 4-1 on the Talia. With the shutdown in the back pocket, he is the strongest man in the game by 200-fold.
He do be a pretty strong boy. He has the
Oh, never
the
mind. Actually,
sorcerer.
Southern Warrior is. I just lied to you immediately. My bad.
Oh,
Sorry.
I
Go ahead, though.
don't know if I'll ever be able to trust you again. That's hurtful. Yeah. Why is her ass so big? Do you see Samir's ass just like in the like I don't what are those pants? Sorry, I just don't understand. They're like so form fitting.
I can't. That's not the segue that I thought we were gonna get there. Like
I was just distracted. I was confused. I was trying to figure out what the
actual
hell is
analytical
going on
point.
there.
What is that ass though?
It's, she's like wearing fucking latex or something, man. It's wild.
I don't know, man. The Rift Herald's dropped in mid lane. I can't take this game
Okay,
seriously
so
now. I'm
Ben's
so
right now
sorry.
on Teach the Marines build. Do you think that this is a Dustblade, B um Yumu's Ghostblade, or is it C a Prowler's Claw?
I'm pretty sure it's Duskblade at a guess.
But how
Knowing
cool would
knowing Cheech.
Prowler's Claw be?
Prowler's Claw would be pretty pog, but I don't know that that's like a good item or particularly useful, right?
I mean, it's a gap closer. So Yi has always had the issue where without his ultimate, he's kind of useless because he just gets kited out, right? So if you have, a Ghost Blade plus a Prowler's Claw, you don't even need your ultimate. You just go in and one-shot people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Hex
Hex
Flash?
Flash from Honey Badger into the hook, into a lot of stuff, but he's got his spell shield there. Trying to kite back away, almost stacked up the passive. Now the Solar Flare coming in from B-Pots, and Copium
Oh
is
my
in with the
god.
Inferno
How
trigger for the
broken.
double kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Oath is experiencing some gameplay. Oh, he's just trapped in the Hexagon. He can't quite get to Vanna, and he'll eventually fall. Meanwhile, I actually don't really know what happened in the bottom lane. It looked like... So Talia killed Copium, and then Cheech killed Talia? Is
I
the
think what
correct
happened
series of
was
events?
Cheech hit Talia and then Q'd, and Talia died to a burn while Yi was mid Q, so he kind of like popped out at a weird angle.
I'm
But
not worried about that, just like the summary of
oh
what
well, yeah,
happened
they
while we were
killed each
gone.
other.
Yeah,
I don't know. They just traded some kills.
they had an
It do be
honorable
like
duel
that
to the
sometimes.
death. Yeah, um, it wasn't honorable at all. There were a bunch of extra people involved. And they didn't walk 10 paces.
Uh huh.
I don't know.
Well, I'd say over the course of the game, they probably walked 10 paces several times.
That's probably true.
If you
Anyway,
walk 11 paces, is it no longer an honorable duel?
yeah, you cheated. You're too far away now. Can't shoot.
Wouldn't it be a disadvantage?
No, it's the same distance for both people regardless. I mean, it'd be the
Yeah, but isn't that
disadvantage
like
if you like immediately shot once you hit 10 paces. But my understanding was you hit 10 paces. Anyway, they're gonna get onto the Talia. Rocket Shield actually doing quite a bit of work during that fight. Oath trying to turn this one back around though. Take down the Nautilus, and now they have the CC train. He's on top of Devlin. He's got the Heartbreaker reset, and he'll take that one down. Really nicely played again by Oath. Copium keeping him interested with the bait there, and he'll go in and even take that last kill. So that's the 3 for 0 on the bottom lane. Anyway, you walk 10 paces out, and then you stand, and the offended party fires first, and then the other party fires, right? In like
I think it depends. Like I've heard 10 paces, turn around and you shoot a motherfucker, but I don't know.
then
You know,
then wouldn't you just like do 9, turn and fire, and just
you,
win every duel?
is that not like a thing? People definitely cheated during duels. Let's not act like people were just like not cheating during duels. If you were in a duel to the death, would you not cheat just a little bit?
I wouldn't get myself in that situation ideally, because I'm a
Yeah,
bit of a bitch, you know.
yeah. I don't know, man. I think
I
like
when they'd be
8
like,
turn
"Yo,
around
I'm
and shoot
offended.
is
Do
pretty
you want to
good.
duel about it?" I'd be like, "No, I'm not about that."
You would
Nope.
throw away your honor like that?
Yeah, I don't
Wow,
give a shit
that's
about my honor. I give a shit about being alive, though.
that's pretty messed up, man.
True.
You would just besmirch your honor.
Yeah, big ultimate from Tiger as he's trying to defend himself here. Beepot's just gonna send that solar flare to make sure they... Oh, I hit the mouse, sorry. Yeah, not able to find anything there, but they do get the ultimates out of the Cassiopeia and the Leona as we're gonna scrap over Sheila for some reason. In comes the squad. Where's the collapse coming from ROTM though? Tiger is going back to base. He does have teleport available. Do they actually want to engage this? There's 4 people here. I guess there's only 4 for the enemy team. Do they win a 4v4?
I mean, Cassiopeia isn't there. They don't have 4. They kind of only have. I mean,
Well,
if
it's
they
got
teleport
teleport,
Cassiopeia,
yeah.
true. Yeah. I mean, but the other thing is, it's like a 16-minute Rift Herald, so I don't. I think the LS would, uh, not like it if they fought for it. You feel me?
Yeah. Plus 30 seconds to go on the dragon. That's a more worthwhile prize to fight over, right? Vanna gonna walk into Oath, get stunned, auto attacks through. The Malzahar ult is going to forestall him for a little bit, but not for very long, and that'll eventually be a solo kill for Oath. Now Devlin is also there, and that's it. It's just going to be the kill right before the dragon spawns, so that's going to ruin any momentum that EXO had. Meanwhile, Tiger just giving it to Snom in the top lane, chasing him down off of the turret. Unfortunately for Snom, has built entirely armor to try to counter the
Very
Viego
strong
and potentially
Viego.
Master Yi, and just takes a lot of damage from Cassiopeia at this stage.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a good swap there, just to take advantage of the itemization from Camille. I agree. Good call.
Yeah, it's 3.5, almost 4,000 gold lead for Gwensday as they are feeling much more comfortable than they were at this stage last game for certain. It is the Duskblade E, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
Confirmed.
disappointed. I still think Ghostblade would have been the better first item. That might be entirely incorrect, but I feel like it would have been really good.
I mean, I think that's like probably objectively better, but I mean, Duskblade's so fucking cool. And you go invisible?
You do not go invisible with Ghostblade, despite its name.
Did I say
No
Ghostblade? I
invisibility.
meant Duskblade. I said Duskblade.
And I should Ghostblade.
Oh, okay. I thought you were flaming.
No,
I
no, I was
got
saying that
defensive
like
for no
it's
reason.
weird. It's weird that Ghostblade is called Ghostblade, but you don't get to go invisible like a ghost.
You move really fast like a ghost, though.
Do ghosts move fast?
Ghosts are really known for their mobility
Yeah.
and not
I.
just being stuck in one place for eternity, right?
Well, maybe they move really fast, like down hallways and such.
I guess.
They can also like go through walls.
That doesn't like fit my narrative. Yeah, but you can't
I
do
think
that either
Ghostblade
with
should let you
Ghostblade.
go through walls. Yeah, I'm saying it shouldn't be called. They should change it.
They just steal Kane's ability like that, or those were boots in that one game mode, right? Like ghost crawlers or something like that. You could go through walls.
Is it called Ghostblade because it gives you the properties of Ghost in this game, which
Oh,
lets you run fast?
It was called Ghost Crawlers because there was a guy named Ghost Crawler.
Yeah, true.
Um,
But I don't think the items
also
were
he's like a
in.
massive jerk, right? So.
Is he?
He was one of the ones in like the sexual harassment deal.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he works for Blizzard now.
Really?
I'm
Well-
pretty sure that's right. If I'm wrong, I'm very sorry, Mr. Ghostcrawler, sir. But I think that's right.
And whether you're wrong or not, it fits the narrative. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I'm gonna assume you're
I think
correct.
that he was, or he might work at Riot right now, but he worked at Blizzard during the time of all of this stuff happening. I think he was the one with like the Bill Cosby room or something. Like, yeah.
He had a
Just
Bill
really-
Cosby. What does
yeah,
that mean?
there's a bunch of Blizzard executives who nicknamed their hotel room like the Bill Cosby room. This was the thing on the internet that happened.
Was it because it was really, like family friendly? It was like Bill Cosby from the Cosby Show.
No, it was
It was just
after
very
that.
wholesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
Okay, so it was like, did they call it that? Why did they call it that?
I don't remember.
Okay,
100%.
because that's like a weird thing to
I just
like
remember
want
that
to
people
call
were very
something
upset
you're
about it.
associated with.
I mean, people get upset about a lot of stuff, but I remember people being explicitly upset about that. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a little weird, at least, right?
yeah, for sure. I say that a lot. I need to stop. If I had a phrase that I lean on too much, it's the yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me show you
I did see you
Malzo with
cancel
W.
Malzo.
I did
Yeah.
see it. It
I
was
did-
pretty cool.
Oh, but look
I
at the
liked it.
castle.
Oh, Cassiopeia outplayed from the bush. Oh, so much damage, but Snowman is going to be able to make it away. Now we have Devlin in the 1v1
Yeah,
against
Devlin's coming up on the
Cassiopeia.
Weaver's Wall, but Cheech is up there now as well. This is turning into like a one at a time, full-on team fight eventually. The grounding is actually
They-
doing so much work.
walking
Snom is
through it.
dead
Oh
as
my
Oath
God.
shows up for the kill. Devlin is in
Oh.
trouble now as the hook
Oh.
shot comes through.
Oh!
There's the cue for the double kill, and Oath popping off on the Viego.
really a redemption game here after, you know, a bit of a rough start to game number 1, had a pretty good end to it, and now it's just showing that, you know, you do be pretty okay at this League of Legends game. 6-2-4 so far, has just been tearing it up so far this game.
Yeah, 23 seconds to go on a Mountain Dragon spawn as ROTM resets. It would be their third of the game, so probably worthwhile for them to grab. They'll lose their bottom lane turret in the process, but you know, at least something cross map right now for EXO. 4,000 gold lead, like you mentioned. I'm pretty sure I heard you mention that. If you didn't, I'll give you credit
I
for it.
did not,
Okay.
but you did a great job of mentioning it. I think this is like the perfect time in which you should mention it, so I think you nailed it.
I don't want to admit that I only half listen to your analysis sometimes while thinking about the next thing I'm supposed to say.
No, it's understandable.
Yeah.
I don't listen to
Like-
my analysis at all.
See, the beauty of being a play-by-play caster is sometimes I can just start sentences and then I don't know where they're going. I just let them take me there, and it's fine, regardless. I think as an analyst, it's harder to do that. That's why I'd never make it.
I think you could absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Oh, the spell shield on the hook.
Copium's in. He's got his passive stacked up. He's got the Inferno trigger. It's
Oh,
a double
Master
kill for
Yi!
him. Cheech is
Master
popping
Yi!
off now. There's so many reset champions happening. It's a double kill for them. Who's going to get the third? It's the full house as Copium takes it down. He even lifesteals back through so he can survive on the dragon. It's an ace for ROTM. The teleport into the top lane from Tiger to continue that push. They're going to grab the mid tower. They get the dragon. It's a great play for Gwensday.
Yeah, and it looked like Honey Badger might be able to find the pick onto Copium, but you know, a clutch spell shield coming through, able to deny that, and then RSM just sort of runs down Exodus, and it's still Exodus, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They kind of have like a really pub stompy team comp.
That's true.
Like, it's like a quintessential YOLO Q pub stomp team comp.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you trade the cast for something else, but other than that, yeah.
No, Cass is the one person who's like spamming objectives and is getting frustrated at the game.
Yeah, no, that's a solo queue comp, I guess. What would you flip it out for? Like, what would make it? Do you just Zed for full AD? Is that the solo?
I mean,
queue
Cass
strategy?
would be like Yasuo, right?
Okay.
There's 0 knockups. There's like nothing that goes with it, but it would definitely be Yasuo. Or like a Darius or something.
Darius mid against Malzahar. Fine.
It's solo queue.
It's Yumi mid, just AFK. It's solo.
I mean, Yumi with
Oh, solar
Yumi
flare?
with E.
Yeah,
and,
they're
like,
gonna
you
get this
funnel?
pick. Oh,
It's a good thing that Yumi didn't exist when Funnel existed.
yeah, that's true. Copium is gonna just tear through Snom on the back line. Meanwhile, Tiger hits the stopwatch, buying a lot of time on the front line, and Vanna is here for a flip. I'm not really sure. It's a double kill for
what?
Copium,
What the
though.
fuck was that?
Anyway, in with the Alpha Strike. Cheech is going to reset. He gets 2 more. Devlin, the last one alive for EXO. Copium unfortunately takes up a tower shot during everything and falls, but ROTM can push freely through wherever they want to. Oath up in the top lane, going to grab an inhibitor while the rest of the squad grabs the inhibitor turret here in mid. Oh, I thought he had this tower down already. Okay, he's getting the tower first.
Yeah, he's working on it. He's working on it. That was pretty wild. Did Vanna really just walk up slowly and ult?
Yeah, that was, he teleported in and just kind of
Walk through 3 people,
Yeah,
press
I'm
the
not-
buttons on Samira, it didn't work, and just... Oh, the exhaust! Should do 1 true damage. Why doesn't exhaust do 1 true damage?
Imagine killing someone with exhaust, though.
That'd be kind of funny.
I mean, it'd be as rare as watching someone kill with pillar, right? Like, doesn't happen.
Literally never happened. Well, I mean, it used to happen, right? With... Like when Sunfire first got changed so that when you... It dealt damage when you CC'd someone.
Oh, what? Why is he checking that? Alright, Devlin is dead. That's an it.
He's setting up for Dragon.
True. Copium is just gonna
Oh
tear
my
through a
god.
couple of people here. Tiger gets the kill with the poison. Southern Warrior is fine, I guess. He's got enough dashes to get back out, and yeah, Gwensday now has their pick of what they want to do, and it looks like they're gonna push in mid. They have Baron buff still for a little bit, and a minion wave coming in.
Yeah, and in the 5v3, I guess it's
Well, there went the Baron.
not
Sad.
quite 5. You know, Oath is making sure to grab every objective on the map, trying to triple in him, making sure that they have nothing to go back to. And for them beating down this turret.
Yeah, in
Master
comes
E
the
still
waivers.
grabbing. Sorry, I was gonna make fun of him for grabbing camps right now.
Sure. He was grabbing camps, now able to join the squad. He doesn't have the most farm in the game. Is he really playing Master Yi? The answer is yes. He's doing very well, but like, yeah. Oath is now split from the rest of the squad. He's headed up to the top side to try to pressure this Nexus turret at the same time as all of this is happening. Ooh, Hook just grazes. Not even Copium apparently. And Petrifying Gaze not really doing a whole lot. Meanwhile, Oath is
Okay.
too. He's in looking for
Okay.
Vanna. Some autos through, gets that one, turns into Malzahar. Now trying to kite back away, gets a little damage through. What is that healing though? All right. Now the rest of the squad can rejoin. Cheech is gonna pop off. They'll take down a couple of people. Southern Warrior trying to go and it just doesn't work out. Gwensday is gonna be able to finish up. Well, sad for B-Pods. Unlucky turret shot at the end of the game. Oath is trying to kill Snom as his own jungler. Meanwhile, they'll take down the Nexus. It's a 2-0 for Gwensday. Game number 2, pretty clean. All things considered,
Yeah.
28 minutes, and Gwensday looking pretty good. 4-1, the same as Pain and Panic headed into playoffs. Unfortunately for them, somehow tiebreakers. I don't claim to have looked up or seen how it works, but they're going to be the 5th seed. Which means that they'll have to play a first round matchup next week, which we're going to have live on Wednesday. It'll be a best of 3, and yeah, I'm excited for that one. Pain and Panic off for the week with the first round bye, so we won't see them next week. Um, yeah. Next cast is going to be Monday night. That'll be the last Platinum cast of the week with Darkwind and Crowstorm. Tuesday is UAL. Wednesday will be the Wednesday game live, and then Thursday we're gonna have playoffs live. So
Hog.
7th? How are they 7th at 4-1? Is it because of all the 2-1s? What the fuck? All right. Well, like I said, I don't claim to know how all the tiebreakers worked, but that's some not good stuff. But
It
that's all
do be
right.
like that sometimes,
Yeah.
I suppose.
So anyway, a lot of games on the stream next week. Tune in to support the boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see you Monday for Plat. Who's streaming? Nobody.
I'm going on in about 3 minutes. But
Alright, well, go
Matt, I
support
don't know
Aikato in 3 minutes, but I can't raid him because he's not live right now, so we're
I
gonna
can
raid
just
Legends.
put it on. And okay, that's fine.
Does that work? Will you show up immediately in my raid list?
I have no idea. You said you're gonna do Legends, so I haven't opened up OBS yet.
Okay.
We chillin'.
We'll just do
No
Legends.
worries. That's fine.
Alright, go watch Legends for like 3 minutes, and then go watch twitch.tv/xikato. Cool.
Alright, do whatever you want. It's okay.
No, go do it.
Anyway.
Bye!
Bye.